Just as the Bhagavad Gita can be a guidebook on most aspects of our life, similarly, we can also view our relationships very differently if we learn from it. Lord Krishna believes love conquers all. He says, "The only way you can conquer me is through love, and there I am gladly conquered." He holds love to be the highest, but he says, love without expectations. He who has no attachments can really love others, for his love is pure and divine. Do everything you have to do, but not with greed, not with ego, not with lust, not with envy, but with love, compassion, humility, and devotion. Neither in this world or elsewhere is there any happiness in store for him who always doubts. The Bhagavad Gita tells us to be impartial in our love, to love others like ourselves. Then, and only then, can we find our true self and God within us. That is why, even while being in the midst of everything, those who surrender to Brahma all selfish attachments are like the leaf of a lotus floating clean and dry in water. Lord Krishna further says, free from selfish attachment, they do not get compulsively entangled even in home and family. The wise, ever satisfied, have abandoned all external supports. Competing with no one, they are alike in success and failure and content with whatever comes to them. They are equally disposed to family, enemies, and friends, to those who support them and those who are hostile. Because they are impartial, they rise to great heights. They live in wisdom, who see themselves in all and all in them, who have renounced every selfish desire and sense craving, tormenting the heart. I am ever present to those who have realized me in every creature. They worship me in the hearts of all, and all their actions proceed from me. When a person responds to the joys and sorrows of others as if they were his own, he has attained the highest state of spiritual union. Then Lord Krishna says, I am the father and mother of this universe, and its grandfather too. I am its entire support. I am the only refuge, the one true friend. Therefore, having been born in this transient and forlorn world, give all your love to me. The wise are free from pride and deceit. They are gentle, forgiving, upright, and pure, devoted to their spiritual teacher, filled with inner strength and self-controlled. Enjoying solitude and not following the crowd, they seek only me. The Lord goes on to say, my womb is Prakriti. In that I place the seed. Thus all created things are born, and I am the seed-giving Father. It is the three gunas born of Prakriti, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, that bind the immortal self to the body. When the three self-disciplines of body, speech, and mind are practiced without attachment to results, it is Sattvic. When they are practiced to gain honor or admiration, it is Rajasic. And when it is practiced to gain power over others, it is Tamasic. Giving simply because it is right to give without thought of return at a proper time, in proper circumstances, and to a worthy person is sattvic giving. Giving with regrets or in the expectation of receiving some favor or of getting something in return is rajasic. Giving at an inappropriate time, in inappropriate circumstances, and to an unworthy person, without affection or respect, is tamasic. The divine qualities lead to freedom, the demonic to bondage. There is no God, they say, no truth, no spiritual law, no moral order. The basis of life is sex, what else can it be? Holding such distorted views, possessing scant discrimination, they become enemies of the world, causing suffering and destruction. The wise are free from self-will, aggressiveness, arrogance, anger, and the lust to possess people or things. They are at peace with themselves and others and enter into the unitive state. United with Brahma, ever joyful, beyond the reach of desire and sorrow, they have equal regard for every living creature and attain supreme devotion to me. Om Tat Sat. If you think my efforts are worthwhile, then do like, subscribe, and share with others the videos to spread the words of the Bhagavad Gita.